My name is Adenuga Kemi Agostina. I'm the president and co-founder of Congress of Undergraduate Doctor Ukraine. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day health will be made available to all and that the essence of medicine would be restored. In summer 2013, I was in Nigeria for tropical medical practice and I did work in the obstetrics and gynecological department. During my stay in this department, I had a couple of experiences and none of it left an indelible mark within me, like that of the teenage girl that after she gave birth, she was crying profusely. It took me a while to get back to her to listen to her when I had spare time. And when I took my time to listen to her, I discovered that she became pregnant while she was in secondary school and she dropped out of school for this reason. The baby has no known father, and the baby was admitted also into the emergency department of the neonatal ward because prior to her coming into the hospital, a traditional birth attendant attended to her and mistook a breech presentation for something else. So got the baby injured on the clitoris and on the thigh. At that point, she felt her life was over. But after a little while, we were able to talk and I could encourage her that there was still hope for her. But then, it was something I knew that could have been avoided if she was better informed. I also do follow the course on child bride. This is due to an experience from childhood that has lingered for so long. I had a childhood neighbor that was married off by her parents while we were still in primary school. It was absurd to all of us that happened to be her age group playmates because we had opportunity to continue in school while she had to be married off to a man we hardly knew and was way older than her. Large spousal differences limit the autonomy of child bride. Early marriage takes off education from these ones because due to pregnancy or having to fulfill their marital functions, they lose their right to education. And there has been statistical recordings that show there is a correlation, a direct correlation between education and childhood pregnancies. There is also a direct correlation between poverty and childhood pregnancies. So this is the problem. The solutions from global commitments to family planning is being utilized by a small fraction of the populace, the urban community. What about the rural communities stigmatized by poverty and illiteracy? Infertility fears still exist in some rural communities as after effects of family planning. Unavailability of contraceptives, access to services, and empowerment and role of women, not only in the society, but also in household, is a major challenge. Poverty, illiteracy, religious beliefs, and poor governmental policies are still paramount reasons for not adapting use of contraceptives in these places. Health is for all, I strongly believe. It's an undeniable human right, and so is family planning. So it's my call on this generation, my generation, that we all arise and ensure health is met out to all. And these are my postulations on how to do it, because I believe no one should be exempted from family planning. Imagine with me that education of girl child is secured and she grows into an independent woman and marries. Get informed about family planning and its advantages. Imagine that the child bride is opportune to have informal education and can make choices after learning from family planning services situated in health centers. Imagine sex education is emphasized in our schools and teenagers learn about their own bodies and their rights over it. Imagine women leaders in communities understand family planning and can tell the friends about it. Imagine community heads are enlightened about family planning not being a threat to their way of life and health, but a help to alleviate poverty in the midst of other benefits. Imagine gender equality in access to family planning, with male figures understanding that they also have a role to perform physically, emotionally, and in support to their partner's choice. Imagine a government that understands the need of concerted health efforts with robust distribution of contraceptives, even at grassroots. Imagine easily available and accessible health centers of standard that offer family planning services. Wait a minute. Imagine you and I stop imagining, and our dreams and imaginations are brought into action. Then I strongly believe that this realization of these dreams and imaginations would negate every limitation we today see, and every global commitment towards family planning will become local actions being seen in reality.